What will happen if these talks don't happen and the ceasefire isn't extended or there is a deal to replace them?
Well, there are many ways in which this situation could evolve, but broadly speaking, I think we can split it into three distinct scenarios. The first is which essentially the ceasefire remains in place, but in a de facto way, that neither the United States nor Iran initiates hostilities, and this cautious calm remains in place in the region in the next few days. While, of course, that would be a benefit because we're not seeing bombs falling and missiles being fired, it doesn't guarantee that that would remain the state of affairs, and increasingly over time, the likelihood of some form of escalation would increase. The second scenario would be one in which the United States reinitiates hostilities. In the past, we have seen Trump issuing statements on social media indicating that the US would be ready, willing, and able to engage in attacks targeting Iranian energy infrastructure and Iranian infrastructure like bridges and major carriageways, should we see conflict resuming and Iran refusing to agree to the US's proposals. That would be particularly dangerous because we'd almost certainly see Iran retaliating in kind. We could expect to see attacks targeting energy infrastructure and major bridges and roads in the Gulf, in Israel, and in the broader region. So that would be a particularly concerning development. The third scenario is one in which Iran is the one that reinstitutes hostilities. For example, if we were to see vessels attempting to transit the Strait of Hormuz and disobeying Iranian orders to stop, then it's possible we would see the Iranian armed forces firing on vessels, triggering an escalation in naval tensions, and then a reroute into conflict from there. So there are many scenarios on the table, but generally speaking, unless there is a formal agreement between the US and Iran, we should expect some kind of incident to re-escalate this conflict in the short term.